Graduation day is just over a week away. Are you ready? Just ahead, a recap of what students should know as they prepare to accept their diplomas.
Now, from the EMC studio at Onondaga Community College, this is OnTV Update.
Good afternoon and welcome to OnTV Update. This is Friday, May 4th. I'm Jacob Manrow.
And I'm Shiloh Joyner. As the semester quickly comes to an end, sophomore students are preparing to graduate.
Some students might be wondering what exactly they need for the special day. Don't worry, everything you need isn't far out of reach. As the semester approaches, students can find everything they need for graduation right here on campus. Students can find their caps and gowns at the OCC bookstore for approximately $35. Phi Theta Kappa members can visit Gordon Student Center to pick up the honors tassel and stole for $18. Commencement is Saturday, May 12th at 10 a.m. and students should arrive at 8:30 to register for the ceremony. Graduation is a very special day, and if you're struggling to pass your classes, it will be worth it in the end.
Think about that moment when you're struggling trying to get through these last couple weeks. You know, what a great feeling it'll be to be up there and everyone will see you and hear your name and you'll be recognized for what you accomplished.
OCC. Congratulate yourselves, Lasers. It's been a long 2 years here at OCC. Congratulate yourselves, Lasers. You've made it.
For our graduates who are leaving the area, OCC wants to remind you to stay connected to a community that helped you get through those days and years of studying and testing. OnTV Update's Tyreek Wade shows us a few ways to keep in touch.
For students who are graduating and moving on to the next chapter of their lives, OCC wants you to stay connected with the community and share your accomplishments and achievements as you progress. Over 40 different stories of alumni are online for you to read. People who used their time here wisely and had life-changing experiences that got them to where they are today. There's even a Facebook page where students can post new events coming up, business opportunities, job listings, and share their stories. The OCC Effect is something new that they came up with, where students can describe how their time at OCC impacted their lives. All you have to do is go to the OCC page, under menu click Alumni, then click on Tell Us Your Story to fill out a small form and share your story. Russ Corbin says it's all about building a community.
What we hope to ingrain is that everybody along the course of either their life, whether their experience here at OCC has been given an opportunity or a spark from someone else. And so like after they receive their level of success by graduating OCC, we'd like to them be able to come back and maybe pay it forward with them being able to be where they are and to help the next generation get to where they want to be.
Sharing your success story could help a student who is in need of some motivation throughout their studies and time here at OCC. You might even become a role model for somebody who is taking the steps you once took. To get involved, log on to OCC.com today.
OCC is celebrating diversity as we wrap up the semester, and Asian culture was on display this week in the Gordon Student Center.
OnTV Update's Jacob Cornell gives us a taste of life in another country.
Thank you, Shylon. The Asian Cultural Center here at Gordon is booming. All around me, there's Asian food. To my left, there is some cultural artifacts like movies and documents and some action figures. Then all the way to the back behind me, there's a Chinese chopsticks contest to see how many jelly beans you can get out of that bowl. And then just all around me, there's just so much to learn here. There's so much for people to understand about Asian culture that they didn't understand before. And I think the main goal of the people here today is to just get a further understanding of what Asian culture is like and to be affiliated with what Japanese, Korean, and Chinese culture is like.
Just that there's more out there from your own home, and there's a whole world, and if you can get out there and travel. But some people travel the whole world, but they don't taste anything or they don't see anything. So just be with an open mind, travel the world and broaden your horizons a bit.
Many students and faculty volunteered for this event, including the Spanish Club and the Asian Club. There are still opportunities to volunteer this summer. You can find them at sunyocc.edu.
Hospitals everywhere are in constant need of blood, and recently our college pitched in by hosting a blood drive here on campus last week. OnTV Update's Mark Schrader reminds us why making a donation is so important.
Thanks, guys. Hospitals are always in need of blood, and organizations like the Red Cross come to campuses like ours to get it. In fact, about 20% of all blood donated comes from colleges and high schools. Because of this, blood supplies drop when class is not in session. The process is easy. All it takes is about 40 minutes to an hour, and all you really need to do is fill out a form, either in person or online with RapidPass.
And do the pre-reading, the reasons to self-defer that day, as well as your health history questions. You can do them online the day of the drive. And the RapidPass process can be done on a laptop, on a desktop, a tablet, or since last year, on a smartphone.
Hospitals use roughly 45,000 units of blood annually, just in Syracuse alone. Regardless of the time of year, there will always be a constant need for blood. Finding a drive coming up near you is easy too. All you need to do is go to redcrossblood.org and type in your area code. From Onondaga Hill, I'm Mark Schrader, Ontv Update.
All blood types are needed, and a word of advice to anyone thinking of donating. It is recommended that you eat something ahead of time, stay hydrated, and stay away from alcohol for a few hours after you leave.
New York's favorite ice cream producer recently moved in just 2 miles down from the road from OCC's campus. On April 30th, the newest Burn Dairy store opened at 4815 West Seneca Turnpike at the intersection of Velasco and Mikey's Road. The new convenience store is also a gas station with 4 double-sided gas pumps and a parking for 8 vehicles. Despite initial pushbacks during planning stages, the community is welcoming the new store with open arms. The store will be open daily from 5 a.m. to midnight. In 1954, Burn Dairy opened its first convenience store in Central Square. Now, they have 59 stores, 44 of which are also gas stations.
Don't you change that channel. Ontv Update will be right back with a look at your 5-day forecast.
Plus, a look inside a unique tradition at Lemoyne College. What exactly is Dolphy Day? Jacob Cornell has the answer coming up.
If you enjoy art, then stop by the Ann Felton Art Gallery. The gallery is located on the first floor beneath the Storer Auditorium of Ferrante Hall. The newly designed gallery provides the perfect space to relax and enjoy the spoils of creativity right here on campus. Now on view until November 7th, the surreal art and paper sculptures of June Tyler. The gallery is open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come on and enjoy the show.
I went to college with the idea that I was going to take Ryan Seacrest's job. Through my time at OCC, I was able to learn, you know what, my skill set more realistically lends to marketing and customer relations. And that really gave me a direction of where it is that I should go professionally. The benefit of having a smaller class size is that I get one-on-one attention from my professor. And that's one of the things that I loved about having those smaller classes. I'm very glad that I learned my professionalism in the area where I am practicing professionally.
Explore the possibilities and reach your full potential with Phi Theta Kappa, the official honor society for 2-year colleges. To be invited, you need at least 12 completed OCC credit hours and a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher. Once you're in, you'll have access to scholarship, service, fellowship, and leadership opportunities. Come to the PTK and Honors Program Suite at Coulter Hall to learn more. A whole world of opportunities is waiting for you. What are you waiting for?
Finals are coming up fast, and Coulter Library is ready. We have lots of new computers, several new study rooms, and extended hours for finals review sessions. If you're stressed about that final exam or frantically working to finish that term paper, look no further. Take advantage of our subject resources and prepare for the end of a successful semester here at Coulter Library.
When I got to high school, I had 2 phenomenal teachers that inspired me. I knew that I wanted to inspire students like she inspired me. If I can get a student to take another math course, I feel like it's a huge success. I think there aren't that many people in their lifetime who find the perfect job. And for me, this has been the perfect job.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Ontv Update. I'm Jacob Cornell with a look at your weather on this cloudy Friday.
We're looking at some fairly nice weather until this afternoon. Humidity at 72% right now, hinting at a short thunderstorm tonight around 6, and then the rain should stop around 8 o'clock, followed by some high winds until tomorrow morning. Now on to the 5-day, looking sunny into the 70s. That's something we've been waiting for a while. Sunday will be rainy, but Monday a bit cooler into the low 50s. A good day to wear a light jacket. But look at tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday. Sunny and warm. Maybe a good time to go out for a nice run, get some ice cream, or do some yard work, followed by a cool but not too cool afternoon in the low to mid 50s. With this warm and humid weather, the snow is finally gone. But that means we're seeing more potholes all over central New York. They can be an expensive headache for drivers. Ontv Updates' Shiloh Joyner shows us why potholes are particularly bad for this time of year.
John Burns is the manager at Midas in Cicero. Cars come into the shop with lots of different issues, but there's one problem he sees quite often.
Upstate New York, you're going to see a lot of excessive tire wear. Front end components, obviously a lot of potholes during the transition from especially winter to spring.
From roads to parking lots, Syracuse has a lot of potholes. But why is that? OCC ecology professor Justin Feeney says that Syracuse has a lot of weather conditions that can contribute to holes in the road.
We try to seal those roads as best we can, but once that crack forms, whatever might be the initial cause of that crack, you get that water flowing into that crack. So it might be a little bit of a warmer day, you get some water in the crack. Then it gets real cold at night, and that water in the crack freezes, the water expands. It's going to probably further propagate the crack, and then again you get the snowplow catching a hold of that crack and probably pulling out a chunk of the road.
While potholes may seem unavoidable, there are different ways to protect you and your car from the harsh weather.
Pay very close attention to the road conditions. Bringing your vehicle in, getting the tires off, doing a rotation. Good tires is key for the climate that we have, being a severe climate. You need good tires in the snow.
And safe driving is crucial for any weather.
You may be able to get reimbursed for car damage, but only if you can prove that the pothole that you hit has already been reported. If city crews fail to fix a road in a reasonable amount of time, they may be responsible for the cost of repairs to your vehicle. Now, it's hard not to forget the lives and homes devastated in Puerto Rico recently by Hurricane Irma and Maria. The storms affected many people, including a few in Syracuse. A few weeks ago, Puerto Ricans from across the state gathered here in Syracuse to discuss the living conditions and issues that Puerto Rico faces. The La Casita at the Lincoln Building in Syracuse is a beautiful place to go visit and learn about Hispanic culture. But today is not about celebration. It's about conversation.
So now Puerto Rico owes $74 billion in debt.
Boricuas, the native term for Puerto Ricans from across the Syracuse area, tell the tales of hardship they have seen when visiting home after Hurricane Irma and Maria. The storms may be over, but the problems in Puerto Rico have grown in the form of debts and living conditions. Many people are worried about the recurring storms year after year and if Puerto Ricans will still need to pay the debts as the years go by.
There should not be one penny paid on that debt. Any resources should go to rebuilding Puerto Rico.
The storm balled it right out. His mango, all of it was gone. La palma, el coco, guineo, plátano, gone.
They are entitled, the same as Texas, the same as Florida. They're entitled to the same rights and protections.
Now, guys, both families on and off the island are still looking for help. And if anybody feels the need or inspired to go do something, they can just get onto Red Cross's website at redcross.org and they make a donation or they can just volunteer.
It's really hard to imagine that all these months later, there's so much damage that everyone's still struggling with.
I know, it's so unfortunate to see what these families are going through in Puerto Rico.
Well, climate change can impact our world heavily. It's important to understand that. And a storm like this can leave a family without a home for months, even years.
Well, thank you, Jacob.
Yeah.
Students at Lemoyne College were grateful that the weather here in Central New York was calm for one of their special traditions recently.
Ontv Updates' Nolan Barth takes us inside the celebration known as Dolphy Day.
Thanks, Shiloh. I'm here at Lemoyne as they celebrate Dolphy Day.
Happy Dolphy Day!
Each year, a senior student is chosen to be the wizard. The wizard is responsible for organizing the event with the administration this year. There's free food, bouncy houses, and a concert, DJ'd by the wizard himself. The event is meant to give senior students a much-needed break from finals.
Dolphy Day is typically the first day of spring that's pretty much good enough to come out of hibernation from winter in Syracuse and just kind of relax before finals comes out. All the essays and all the tests and all the finals coming up, so this is just like a way to let loose and relax.
Dolphy Day is a long-held tradition at Lemoyne that's been going on since 1970.
At Lemoyne College, Noah Barth, Ontv Update.
Nolan tells me that most people believe Dolphy Day is named after the school's mascot.
However, the school holiday is actually named after Eric Dolphy, a jazz musician.
There's more news ahead as Ontv Update continues. We'll head to downtown Syracuse as the city celebrates the talent of local fashion designers with Fashion Week.
And if movies are your passion, you may prefer Salt City Horror Festival. Ontv Update's Austin Miller shows us why fans look forward to this unique lineup of old films. Stay tuned.
One of the very valuable mandates of the community college is that it draws the student population from the entire community and sees its real goal to embrace the diversity that's in the community and make sure that that's evident in the classroom. Characteristics of community college is diversity in academic background. Usually there's quite a lot of diversity. One of my favorite parts of teaching at a community college is that diversity.
My first impression of the music department was that the faculty is so friendly and caring, and they all want you to succeed. The professors really want to be there. They have smiles on their face the whole time during classes, and they make sure you're learning everything. They really make class enjoyable, so I'm always learning and having fun. Everyone's just so caring and they want you to do well.
Finals are coming up fast, and Coulter Library is ready. We have lots of new computers, several new study rooms, and extended hours for finals review sessions. If you're stressed about that final exam or frantically working to finish that term paper, look no further. Take advantage of our subject resources and prepare for the end of a successful semester here at Coulter Library.
When I got to high school, I had two phenomenal teachers that inspired me. I knew that I wanted to inspire students like she inspired me. If I can get a student to take another math course, I feel like it's a huge success. I think there aren't that many people in their lifetime who find the perfect job. And for me, this has been the perfect job.
Explore the possibilities and reach your full potential with Phi Theta Kappa, the official honor society for two-year colleges. To be invited, you need at least 12 completed OCC credit hours and a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher. Once you're in, you'll have access to scholarship, service, fellowship, and leadership opportunities. Come to the PTK and Honors Program Suite at Coulter Hall to learn more. A whole world of opportunities is waiting for you. What are you waiting for?
Welcome back to Ontv Update. It's time for a look at the latest sports scores and stories at OCC.
A major challenge for teams in any sport is injuries. One bad tackle, fall, or push can throw a player off for the team for an entire season, or even end their chances for a career in sports. That's why coaches are always standing by to act quickly. There's a lot of athletes here at Onondaga Community College. Many find sports to be rewarding, but it isn't all fun and games.
I couldn't move. I was face down on the fields. They were ready to call the ambulance and stuff. It was pretty serious.
No one wants to get hurt, especially during a game. But accidents can happen, and when they do, the whole team can feel it.
It does affect the team, particularly because now you're pulling other players out of their positions, and they're trying to cover positions that they're not used to playing.
Concussions and torn ACLs are the most common sports injuries, but there are different injuries that are more common to different sports. For example, a baseball player would have more injuries in the arms and the upper body, whereas a soccer player would probably have more injuries in the legs and the lower body. When an OCC athlete is injured, they come to the athletic training room. Treatments range from cold baths to compression to shock therapy. The staff treats all injuries, no matter how small.
If you're hurt, come in and see us, because sometimes it can be something small, but we can help you, or it could be something that starts off small and then goes to something major.
Athletic equipment isn't the only thing you'll find in the training room.
It's hard not to know us. There's athletes here every day, whether we're in the ice bath, icing, heating, shock therapy, whatever it is, you'll see pretty much every athlete in that room.
Anything to get back in the game. If you are an athlete who would like someone to take a look at a recent injury, you can stop by the athletic training room on the ground floor of Allen Hall.
Now on to the latest sports scores. Last week, the Lasers had a bit of a mixed bag. The Onondaga baseball team played 2 games against Onondaga County Community College. In the first game of the night, the Lasers lost 4-16 against the Niagara County Thunderwolves. Jeff Loeffler hit one of Onondaga's only runs in the night. The next game of the night saw the Lasers triumphing over the Thunderwolves with a final score of 2-1. The Lasers' next game is this Saturday at 1 p.m. against Corning Community College.
Back to the day's news as we head to downtown Syracuse. Fashion Week is a celebration of local fashion and art. This past weekend, models walked the runway from Thursday to Sunday. Sunday wrapped it up with a runway show called Farm Fresh Fashions, held at Empire Farm Brewery in Cazenovia, New York. The event featured local fashion designers and clothing stores, with clothes for both young and old. Many of the designs used natural and raw materials and found fabrics, and unusual materials such as fake flowers. Proceeds from the shows, as well as donations that were taken from the audience, were donated to the Food Bank of Central New York to raise awareness about local hunger.
Showcasing some of the finest designs here in Central New York. For this community, and not a lot of people know.
We feed a lot of people, a lot of people. We really commit ourselves to trying to help, you know, the needy and the hungry throughout Central New York.
Designers included. Syracuse Fashion Week also brought attention to local fashion. Designers included Boom Babies, Flats, Chloe's Closet, and Once Upon a Child, and the CNY Rockabetties. The runway showcased lots of unusual and creative spins on everyday clothing. In addition to fierce fashions, the event also had live music and drinks provided by Empire Farm Brewery. This is Syracuse's fourth Fashion Week, and with each successful show, Danielle hopes that Syracuse Fashion Week will continue for years to come. If you'd like to donate to the Food Bank of Central New York or get more information about them, you can visit their website at foodbankcny.org.
The Palace Theater recently hosted the annual Salt City Horror Festival, showing back-to-back horror movies for the whole day. OnTV Update's Austin Miller takes a closer look at the film festival.
Hey guys, I'm here at the Salt City Horror Festival. Right now they're showing horror movies from 11 a.m. all the way to midnight. And so far, they are killing it.
So far, they have showed the original King Kong movie, and right now they are playing the Manson Massacre, aka The Cult. After that, they will have an interview with actor Garrett Graham. Later on, they will also show Chud 1 and Chud 2 and Creepshow 2, all of which are shown on original film reel. And from what the workers here say, it's gotten a big turnout.
Right now, probably, I'd say over 150 maybe or more. Later, like I say, later it'll get busier.
Now, if you guys missed this opportunity today, then don't worry, because it's September 21st, they're going to be doing another event like this, where they're going to have such movie classics as The Reanimator and Brain Damage. Anyway, if you guys excuse me, I'm off to see Chud 2, Chud the Bud, before it starts playing.
Stay tuned. We'll have another look at your weekend weather coming up.
Plus, it's time to get ready for boating season. We'll show you a new public boat launch in construction right in the Finger Lakes as OnTV Update continues.
If you enjoy art, then stop by the Ann Felton Art Gallery. The gallery is located on the first floor beneath the Storer Auditorium of Ferrante Hall. The newly designed gallery provides the perfect space to relax and enjoy the spoils of creativity right here on campus. Now on view until November 7th, the surreal art and paper sculptures of June Tyler. The gallery is open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come on and enjoy the show.
When I got to high school, I had two phenomenal teachers that inspired me. I knew that I wanted to inspire students like she inspired me. If I can get a student to take another math course, I feel like it's a huge success. I think there aren't that many people in their lifetime who find the perfect job. And for me, this has been the perfect job.
Explore the possibilities and reach your full potential with Phi Theta Kappa, the official honor society for two-year colleges. To be invited, you need at least 12 completed OCC credit hours and a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher. Once you're in, you'll have access to scholarship, service, fellowship, and leadership opportunities. Come to the PTK and Honors Program Suite at Coulter Hall to learn more. A whole world of opportunities is waiting for you. What are you waiting for?
I went to college with the idea that I was going to take Ryan Seacrest's job. Through my time at OCC, I was able to learn, you know what, my skill set more realistically lends to marketing and customer relations. And that really gave me a direction of where it is that I should go professionally. The benefit of having a smaller class size is that I get one-on-one attention from my professor. And that's one of the things that I loved about having those smaller classes. I'm very glad that I learned my professionalism in the area where I am practicing professionally.
My first impression of the music department was that the faculty is so friendly and caring, and they all want you to succeed. The professors really want to be there. They have smiles on their face the whole time during classes, and they make sure you're learning everything. They really make class enjoyable, so I'm always learning and having fun. Everyone is just so caring and they want you to do well.
Welcome back to OnTV Update. The summer weather is fast approaching, and no one is more excited than the boaters and fishermen. If you've been to Otisco Lake, you may have noticed the lack of a public boat launch for tailored watercraft.
OnTV Update's John Scheuerman brings us to the shore for a look at Otisco's newest public boat launch.
Here behind me is the location of Otisco Lake's new public boat launch that will be constructed in the coming months. Until now, Otisco Lake has been the only Finger Lake without a public boat launch. The launch will be constructed about 200 yards from the South Causeway, a popular destination for fishing and recreation. Currently, there are only 2 private marinas on the east side of the lake which charge to launch trailered boats. This launch will include 14 car and boat trailer spaces and a single-lane launch. The first step in the construction process is taking down trees on the 1-acre area where the parking lot will be located. Construction is planned to be complete by the end of 2018.
Otisco Lake is the most easterly of the 11 Finger Lakes and is 7th in size. This summer, be sure to get out and enjoy the water and catch some fish.
We've had some really good weather this week so far. Is that supposed to carry into this weekend?
Well, I'm glad you guys asked. Today we're looking at a high of 79 degrees, rubbing up against that 80-degree mark that I knew you guys were hoping for. A short mild thunderstorm this afternoon, followed by some wind, but tomorrow with a high of 72 and sunny all day, a good day to go and take a walk in the park. This Sunday we get some rain with the high of 67 throughout the day, so still fairly warm. And of course, the weekend will be followed by a fairly warm week to finish it up.
Well, it feels like we just skipped spring and went straight to summer there, Jacob.
Yeah, I can't complain. The winter season felt like it was never going to end.
And just in time for finals, too. It's so much better waking up and walking to exams if it's nice out.
You're absolutely right, Shiloh. We here at OnTV Update want to wish you a great weekend and good luck on those final exams.
And a special thanks to all the professors that guided us along the way. Without them, we wouldn't have been able to bring you OnTV Update.
We also want to thank all the crew that helped bring our shows together. We hope you've enjoyed watching us this semester. We've had a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in.